And hello everybody, welcome back to the Western Frontier, where we did some changes. We now have the whole coffee roaster production up here in the Western Frontier, and we also have now, very good, as we can see, we now have the coffee roasters here, and we have now all the tortilla production here as well in the Western Frontier. So that is something we're going to need then for the World's Fair. And another cool thing is we don't need the coffee beans production anymore, or the routing up there, and the ships are now just traveling to the Western Frontier at once. One thing though that we still need in order to achieve all of that, to make it fluent, is of course a pier, because we're going to see quite a bit of traffic there with all the coffee traders coming in. So yeah, let's use one of these slots here a bit further away. Free harbor area needed? Are you kidding me? We have the free harbor area here, but I think it's not big enough, right? This one is though working, and very strange indeed. We cannot build it on the beach, but we can build it out here in the ocean. I'm fine with that. What we can actually do here to make this one look realistic is having some of these depots there, right? So those depots are connecting our harbor area there with each other. This is looking fine though then, right? And yeah, we can actually build 2 of them for now, so that we have another pier then here out there. This is that. So the Western Frontier got upgraded now quite a bit, and the coffee is now being produced right here thanks to the commute pier, and also the tortillas are being produced. One thing now that we still haven't done, because I originally intended to have the tortillas being brought over to Playa del Carmen, is that we do need to still, well, bringing them over there. And there's the Western Frontier, Playa del Carmen. And we should by now have some of those juicy tortillas. Yep, we have. Let's make 300 out of that, even though I don't think we're going to need ever that much. And Axum is going to work on that. Axum will be fine as one ship. Let's have a look at the coffee beans. We have enough there. And let's unload the coffee beans so Axum has enough space for all the tortillas coming over there. We have now 2 more ships available, a few of our warships there, and a nice defense, so we should be safe in this harbor area. That is that. Playa del Carmen has a bit more space again, this area, that we can then use for some other productions that might be coming, or, well, for some general city enhancements, since that is our major city in the New World, right? We do want to have as much space here as possible. I can already see that, well, farmers might be running low at some point. Who knows about that? This is now coming on. Let's get back to the Arctic. Because in the Arctic, first of all, yeah, we do have the flu once again. I think we can also, yeah, finally upgrade now the harbor. There we have it. So we are now having a bit more coal here. There is already a coal trader coming once again, so he's hopefully going to unload a bit more now. Very good. So 170 tons that he was able to unload there. Is that right? Yeah, it's actually that much. 170 tons. So this will be quite fine. And the caribou and the pemmican we have now too. So there we have now this is the mission, basically. The next one we get right away, and that is the oil lamps that we also need to supply now. Oil lamps need one thing, the whaling station. We already have that. And they need brass. Now brass is something we don't have here. That is something we'll definitely need to get over from Crown Falls. Let's just check our brass there real quick. We have none. So we have to up our brass production. Brass needs copper and zinc. We don't have zinc anymore. We have enough copper but no zinc. Let's just check our mines. First of all, this mine here is destroyed. There was basically a fire or an explosion or something like that. And there we have another zinc. We can use now some items to boost these mines.
Drop in the ocean.
That might be a good option. Or, well, we just find more zinc deposits. We have more copper in the Heavenly Gate. So this is the island that we took over.
More than ready.
Right from Princess Ching. Let's just see. Zinc, we really don't have that much, as far as I can see. Nope. We'll need to think about something about the zinc. Can't be, really. There's no other island with zinc on it, except for Crown Falls. Then let's go to the Old World and check Calm Prefecture. There is one. Tarik has another one. And that's it. Oh my goodness. This is going to be a pain, getting all that zinc over there. What do we do about that? We might need a central trader that is, you know, shipping from one island to the other to just get the zinc over there. But I think the seed, the world generation wasn't really kind to us at the moment when it thought about the zinc production. We just built the zinc mine and it exploded again. That's incredible, but it's not the same one. Right, it's this one here. It's burning right now, or it actually is burning buildings around it. So once again, we have the zinc problem there. Yep, also our tourism has increased quite a bit now over the course, right? So the higher the attractiveness, the more tourists are flooding into our town. First of all, it's looking rather crowded here. And we do get now 1,200 credits out of that tourism stuff here. So that's quite decent, I think. Another thing is, some of our expeditions actually want our attention. How dare they? Sunstruck, vampirical injuries. The path through the forest was barely visible beneath the lush vegetation. It isn't until they emerge from the pleasant shade of the trees that sunlight falls upon the crew. Identifies, oh, they have a pain, throbbing blisters. Oh, we don't have a doctor on board. Let's try it anyway. Looks like your doctor did his homework. Oh, very good. I read about something like me during my research of the hazards we could encounter in this region. They must have brushed against a giant hogweed. Fine. So it wasn't a total catastrophe. And we also have the pirate hunt. Do we see some pirates? The inspector. I do hope you have nothing to hide, smirks the royal inspector. As his soldiers help him aboard from the rowboat, sailors twitch. Your ship is certain to contravene Her Majesty's laws. Threaten him or talk him out. Yeah. Oh, we do get a reward out of that. Oh, a fine fishing net. Fisheries and pearl farms, 25% increased productivity. Yeah, that's it. I'm not accepting that. And off you go. We do have still those 2 expeditions, and I'm hoping for a 3-star expedition once we finish those, because we might need them. It still doesn't solve our zinc problem though. Or zinc, as it is called. Yeah, we might have a lot of these mines on smaller islands and then just transport it. Right, so there we have one. Can we build it? There it is. No, because it requires everything. Concrete and windows. In Camp Prefecture itself, we do have another deposit that we can use. So this one, which is rather close to one of the warehouses there too. And Archie. Did I send a ship over there? Yes.
Ready for assignment.
I've lost Mr. Bhargava's plan for the Great Eastern. Delaying her launch yet further, the taxpayers are begging to see the dream come alive. But first, the prototypes hit every hitch, and now this. Poor Rohit has to start afresh and has asked for photographs of the World's Fair. Alright, we can do this. Take a photo of that. So this is the Great Eastern ship plans that we can unlock with that. That will bring us another or new ship that we can then build. Let's do this. So that's a small favor to ask. And yeah, there we have it. Submit the photo. Did I get it? Please tell me. No.
By your kind.
Only a bit of money, but that's it for now. Perhaps we need to wait a bit more for him to give us another quest there. Let's sell those items there. We don't really need them on board. And we might just find something else that is useful. We have some music sheets here that we can use in the botanical gardens then, or in the music pavilion. And yeah, let's take a few of these pieces there. We can listen to them later. There's no space. What? I do have the space. Oh, and the next item, next quest line we do get right away as well. What does it mean we don't have the space? There are 2 item slots. Or 2 cargo slots. Are they not counting for that?
Spreads across your city.
And another. I don't believe it. Okay, if we take it one by one, it actually works, right?
Loading stations.
I need to check this one real quick though. Why do we have so many flu happenings here? The flu.
Pleasure.
I mean, it's cold, right? But it's still sunny. Alright, the floating city. Next step. Rohit Bhargava has exacted revenge on Sir Archibald for having lost his Great Eastern blueprints, making the ship even bigger than before in his new plan. Archie will certainly now be needing your support. Oh, we still only get money again out of that, so we do need to sail to his clipper here, and they're always in my harbor area. where I actually don't have anything, but let's build a few more warships there. And good news! Mr. Bargava has finished the new plans for the Great Eastern, though somehow I knew I'd be punished for losing the originals. In the new design, the ship appears to have grown bigger. And steel reserves are rather low. Massive propeller we need to retrieve. Oh god, where's that? Up here, right in front of my island. And yep, let's actually send one of my battle cruisers on it. So one battle cruiser should already be on its way. This one, Amder, and Amder can do the rest as well. There's also no time limit on this quest, so that is something we can perfectly fine be doing. And that is something I want to be doing. Beautiful ship there, by the way. And the propeller is just so massive, believe me. I've seen it at close quarters and it actually sank. How am I supposed to get the propeller out of the ocean there? My sailors will swim down there.
Loading stations.
What I'm going to do is Huikang. I want to get this legendary item there to Crownfolds. So let's just set the cargo ship to Crownfold. There it is, that. And off it goes. Very good. And by the way, there we have now the big cargo ships also ready for action. Greet the first tourism ship.
Ship constructed.
PC Italian, welcome on board. And PC Italian now will transport now goods to the Arctic for us. The remaining of them will go to Africa then for us. PC Italian will be transporting then the brass that we're also going to need until we have the airship. And also, many visitors are cutting the stay short in Crown Falls due to low attractiveness. Yeah, still something we need to do there as well. First of all, let's build more paved roads. I can't have them having so much here. And yeah, by the way, we have finished 2 monuments. Let's start with the third one, which is the Townhall monument. And I just hope that we're looking into the right direction here. It's looking like it. But if it's not, then I will have to build it again. Let's have the warehouse right next to it too. Townhall monument. And the Townhall monument is a brightful building constructed in multiple phases. We do need cement, timber, workforce and time. Can we see anything on it? Unfortunately, there's nothing on it where we might actually use something, right?
Ship of the line
I lost a ship. Oh, there's a battleship from Princess Jing. Oh, I don't mind this one bit. I do have a few battleships of my own. Let's just try them. Archaeological Expedition. A boulder blocks entrance and a booby-trapped corridor, typical Mesoan temple. After a fall down, a slide and a crash into uncharted caves, your team of explorers jokes about the situation in an attempt to forget its deathly aspect. Follow the suggested route and progress through the traps. Has the higher chance. Let's take this one. The obvious traps are easily evaded. The sailors contort themselves to avoid sharp stones and play the triggers, flowing through the corridor with the ease of seasoned explorers or cut purses. They quickly reach the pocket of the temple. Climb down. The crew aren't as strong as they think. Oh, but we haven't lost morale. An officer loses her nerve and her grip, slipping down the stone with a soft thud marking the end of her fall. The floor is covered in snakes. Scare them away with the torches. And the crew stand their ground as well as they can. The burning torches are swung before their snakes, forcing them to back from the sailors. The officers pulled to her feet and dragged with the rest of the crew through a windy tunnel, leading them outside. Alright, we got into the temple and we got out again. I think this is the morale of the story. My battleships are on the way now. Up here. Yeah, this one is taking down one of my warships here.
Give them a broadside.
She's still trying to be annoying.
Ship under attack.
My other battleship here, Amder, is going up here now. Delivering the resources, taking the propeller, and probably doing nothing else. What we might be doing here then for the trade routes is, first of all, I'm going to have the zinc mine here. And we have Eli. And Eli is selling zinc as well. So if we have a good trade route here, we can also purchase the zinc. And it's rather cheap, right? It doesn't really cost that much, so we can afford it easily, especially for what it's worth it. Very good. This one is lost. No matter what, we are losing this one. There's also no chance of running back from a battleship. They're just way faster. But that's why my other ships are now on the way up here. And Hui Kang has also arrived in Crown Falls. We can get our first legendary item out of it. We are also able to finish our first exhibition, or wait, yeah, it's working now. So the first exhibition is working. Unfortunately, we only have the 2 tier because we don't have the tortillas in yet, but we are producing them yet, so soon we'll be having them. It's missing electricity though. Yep, because we don't have enough oil. We still don't have enough oil in Crown Falls. Let's build us another oil tanker, because in the Heavenly Gate down here we have some oil deposits there too, but we need to push the Arctic settlement. It can't be that we have to rely on oil still that much. Let's just take a few resources there with us, something for the oil to work then, and we don't need to be afraid of any attack here anyway, so this is fine. And perhaps one more ship, so that we get the resources then over there for the next oil. So we have then I think 4 or 5 oil production islands that are working for us on this case. Quite a lot, and I just hope that we don't need any more than that. The next pirate hunt, Jolly Roger. Pirates, the torn black flag bearing a skull and crossbones is a shock to those on your expedition who thought they were a dying breed. The weather-worn ship emerges from the mist with a prepared to plunder. Astride her bow stands her colorful captain, axe raised. Along her rails, the spectral silhouette of her starving crew. Her? Hungry to feed. Maneuver into attack position. We have a battle cruiser after all. And you swivel on a sixpence, ready to blow them away. Very good. And fire the cannons. And I think we just sunk... Yeah, Jolly Roger. Well, the pirates are sunk. We do get the flame hose. Do we have some space? Because I might take it with me if we have the space. We have the space. So let's take the goods with us and be on our way. Another thing. We have coffee in again. So we can upgrade more engineers to investors, and that is something I would like to do. First of all, we still have some engineers here that we can upgrade now. So let's do that. And I think down here... Oh, wait a second. The remaining ones. Do they lack anything? Nope. They just upgraded. Those guys here. And those guys... Oh, more and more are appearing now. I think the coffee just came in. So this is why we just see the emergence of so many green arrows now. And let's just upgrade this whole block here too. Just find more investors. We have now 14,000. And this one here... Why do you not want to upgrade? You've got everything you need, and yet you don't want to. In order to solve the coffee problem, let's have a few more of these coffee roasters. First of all, what we might be doing is, to save a bit of space, increasing the productivity. We are at +2 happiness. Yeah, this is fine. So we have 22% increase. That means actually that we should have a lot of coffee beans. Oh yeah, we are capped on that, and I think we can afford 3 more of these coffee roasters there as well to add to this whole production area. Right, so let's just do this here. They just be squeezed in, and there we have then the road going all the way up here, and there we have them as beautiful as ever. Let's also upgrade those 2 warehouses there. Actually, do we have... Yes, we are using a brick production here as well. So we have basically all the resources we need in the western frontier. This is looking interesting here. No idea why there are no trees growing. We might just expand the city then over there as well. But for now we have, yeah, a little incident. Right, we should actually be able to build a hospital here. There it is. So the western frontier also gets its hospital. By the way, it's just a very interesting island. How thin it is at this point. And quite a lot of traffic around it. We're still nowhere closer to any progress in the Arctic though, because as long as we don't have this sink, we can't continue. And that is for the brass. I wonder now if there's an item for the brass that we might be using to increase our brass output. For now, I can't do anything else other than go back to the New World, say hello to Tarik, where we have the battleship with the resources. We can take the propeller here. And one, yeah, it's just as much as we can get. There's not much more than that. Let's have the road down here. Build the mine. and another one is working. We actually have some happy people here. I know it's a festival. Workers, let's make it 25%. We do need every single piece of it, right? So that's that. And there we have the propeller. Let's get this one back home. Where should we get it actually? Oh, to Archie, right down there. To Archibald. And by the way, yeah, I'm determined to purchase this island here once we have the money, just because of this. This is just pure insult. A pure insult there that these cannons are going all the way to the other side. I can't allow that from happening all the time.
Ship under attack.
Do we not have a cargo ship somewhere close by? Or I might just use a battleship on this trade route. We do have a few here now. Let's get them up here for safety. And where's my cargo ship? Nope, I don't have a cargo ship here anymore. Though this one is being attacked. Oh, there's also Miss Hunt's Island, which does not have any sink. Alright. No big deal here. But we do need another cargo ship. Better even. The cargo ship will be in safe quarters anyway, except for this one. That we need to be careful. Let's get back to Crown Falls. We should have... Yeah, we can use Harold. Harold, hello. You're going to be on my new trade route. And we're going from... Nope, the old world. And this is rather complex. We are going from Tarek to Eli. And yes, we're going to choose this route here.
All hands at the ready.
Right, so we need to be careful there. There's the island. Sorry, no can do. And then we're going down here to the Calm Prefecture. Once again, we need to be careful here with the waypoints. Right, so like this. I hope it's working. And then from here, the Calm Prefecture, we're going back home to Crown Falls. And we're basically taking all the zinc that we have here. In Wormway's prison, we're taking all the zinc that he's got, and he's usually got not more than 150. So 2 slots will be fine. And in the Calm Prefecture, we're also taking another slot. And in Crown Falls, we're unloading all of that. And I hope it helps. Please let it help. Harold, where are you? We should be putting you on this trade route there. I mean, we do have quite a few there. There it is. And it's looking rather safe, right? We are having an alliance with the pirate anyway. And there's also no real danger except this island there. So there we do need to be a bit careful. Other than that, we just take the next island from Miss Hunt.
Ship under attack.